Hubba hubba, dooba dooba, back we are. The EIB network. So here we have a guy bragging about all of these things. After 2 weeks, I like being president. I'm good at it. As this is an example. HR asked me during the break, is there anything in that story about people in the White House liking the guy? I said, no, there's only a reference to Obama's likability in the polls, but there's nothing about Obama being liked inside the White House. But what kind of people do these things? I mean, you work with somebody or somebody in your neighborhood brags all the time. That is rub you raw. Here's a guy bragging about everything, insisting he can win at anything, knowledgeable about all things, gives you advice on how to properly shake hands. What kind of people have this kind of personality? Look around the world. Look at the so-called leaders who hold themselves out this way. And ask yourself, do they lead democracies or do they lead tyrannies? You don't hear Romney described this way by anybody. You never heard Reagan, George W. Bush described this way by anybody that knew him. And further, this is a guy who's good at nothing. He stinks at golf. Have you ever seen him throw a first pitch at a baseball game? It's embarrassing, folks. You want to give him a shopping cart and say, here, go pick up the groceries. He's actually good at nothing. And he's not good at being president either. All right, let's hit the phones. We're going to go to Oradell, New Jersey. This is Marvin, and I'm glad you waited, sir. Great to have you on the program. Hi.
Thank you, sir. Your program is more enjoyable on the phone than on the radio because you can hear all of the promos and the different skits.
Oh, yes, all of the parodies that we've used over the years.
Yeah, really great. Sir, I wanted your view on something. I didn't think it was appropriate for the President of the United States to use coded racist comments to describe the Republican convention as black and white TV. I was wondering how you felt about that.
Yes, I knew exactly what he meant, though. I don't automatically assume this racism stuff like they do. But let me take your question seriously, because I think there's something serious that can be said about this, or at least something pointed about it. You are of the belief that talking about their convention, black and white TV, clearly a dog whistle, right? You think Obama was trying to subtly say that these guys are a bunch of racists.
Oh, we're a bunch of old white guys.
Yeah, well, but they're not. They weren't a bunch of old white guys. That's the point. There are more elected Hispanic Republicans than there are Democrat Hispanics, for one thing. But what they're really saying is black and white TV business. What Obama's really saying is the Republican convention was old-fashioned, out of date, 50 years ago kind of stuff that we can't go back to. We can't go back to those times. Well, all of the symbols and all the ideals that this country's had forever, this is what I loved about this convention. They were on display. The greatness of this country was embodied in that convention. Faith, proudly. Family, proudly talked about. Freedom, proudly talked about. Patriotism, proudly discussed. Hard work. It was recommended. It was advocated. It was rewarded. Success, entrepreneurism, legal immigration. Those are great things. They were on full display. But according to Obama and the Democrats, faith, family, freedom, patriotism, hard work, success, entrepreneurism, legal immigration are now obsolete, outmoded, passé. Charming, sweet things of the past that we can't go back. That America doesn't exist anymore. What do you mean, Father knows? Don't give me that crap. They're scared to death by that stuff. They are scared to death. They have no role in a country where those values are prominent, and they know it.